I almost didn't want to show you guys. I felt almost embarrassed, I swear, when I opened them and I share with you guys just how truly empty that they are. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kira if you are new, and if this is the first time that you're stopping on one of my videos, welcome. Today I'm kind of sharing with you guys something I do ever so often here on my channel, which is give you guys a peek into my fridge, my freezers, my pantry, let you know where we're at, what we need to stock up on, what things I can use to mix together to make meals. But this time is different than any other time that I have ever done this before. Like, I almost wasn't sure if I wanted to do it because I felt embarrassed, I guess. Like, I didn't want to show you guys, but you know, if you follow me, that I typically do large grocery hauls, but it was just crazy. We were really busy the week before we left to go to New York, and then I was in New York for 3 weeks, and then I came home, and on top of recovering from being sick, we were just in full motion, like getting the kids ready and back to school. We're still sharing a car. Hopefully tomorrow we should get good news, like fingers crossed. Paul should get all the information that he needs tomorrow, but for now, it's been like a real struggle, just like trying to get everything navigated between who needs to be at work, who needs to go to school, who has after school activities, who has all the things. Like, it's been a lot, and so I haven't really had a lot of time to like do the things I normally do, which is clean out the fridges and freezers and make grocery plans and go to Sam's and Costco and all the things and do the big stock ups like grocery shopping. I just haven't done it, and so I've never seen my fridges and my freezers and my pantry and everything so empty before. And I'm gonna take you guys downstairs and I'm gonna share with you how minimal that we are. Like, literally, you guys, there's my meat freezer is empty. Cobwebs. Nothing. All right, you guys, so we're gonna start off first in my dry goods pantry, which I feel like this pantry is just usually overfilled with things, and we are so depleted right now. There's nothing in here. So I do use these little top shelves up here. There's extra things from every plate, like some beans, and there's a turkey gravy from Trader Joe's. Actually, what is this? Is this a bean? Oh yeah, it's chickpeas. I can move those down. I just put a bunch of stuff up there because it's an awkward shelf. So whatever is small and fits up there, I'll, you know, stuff up there, but then my short butt can't see, so I don't even know what's up there. But not really too much up there. And then down here, this is pretty basic. I knew I had more Worcestershire sauce. I wanted to put that in my meatloaf last night and I couldn't find any, and I knew I bought some. So here's like where I have like things I don't use too often. I have my dark corn syrup, my molasses, my agave in the raw, honey. These are like little portable dressings. I've been meaning to give those to Jake for work. Here's a little mimosa jam that Vanessa got me, and I keep thinking about what I want to use that for, but I think I'm gonna make those orange marmalade pork chops. If it's a mimosa, then it's orange, and I do see orange rind in there, so I'm thinking that is gonna be dynamite on those pork chops. So that's my mental note for that. Oh, this should be down here where the bakery stuff is, but then I just have coconut oil, some jelly, and then a few like little dip mixes and stuff. This I'm gonna take with me. I actually can move this up here. This is my date syrup. I never use this. I ate the heck out of all of the dates that they sent me. I did a sponsorship for them like a while back, and I never used the syrup. I don't know what to use this for, but now that I'm dieting, this is natural sweetness in the dates, so I bet you I can use the syrup for a bunch of things. I'm gonna look up some recipes, but I have some tuna, some buffalo ranch, ketchup, ramen noodles, one melting snowman from Trader Joe's, a bunch of coffee, and then this is like little things, a lot of stuff left over from Every Plates. There's salt in here, beef jerky. Again, this is like Every Plate stuff, like little couscous. Most of this is just little miscellaneous packets like tomato paste. Again, all Every Plate extras and that kind of thing. So that's in there. I have tea bags, which I'm almost out of, and popcorn, which I'm almost out of. Here's our little mac and cheese or a little pasta section, and we have our Annie's mac and cheese, one matzo ball soup, and some orzo, but that's on the menu for this week, so that's about to disappear. And the spaghetti, that's about to go away because that's going with the chicken marsala, and this risotto is going as a side dish. So those few things are going to disappear. I just have a small little pasta section right now. No chips, one little bag of Stacy's cinnamon sugar, and I'm saving these for any time that I find a yummy sweet hummus. That's what I like to use for that, and I can never find those, so I have that. I have an amaretto cake from Aldi from forever ago. It's probably not even good anymore. Most of this over here is just my appliances and my cleaning stuff, and then Daryl brought this stuff home from work. It's supposed to be like a butter substitute. They're not using it anymore, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to toss that because it's just not something I would use. It's like melted margarine. Not really my thing, but he brought it home because they weren't using it as like just a backup in case we were out of oil or butter. We could have it, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to toss it. I have two little Ghirardelli like single mug cake boxes, some popcorn, some pancake mix, and some brownie mix. I think I might have a few like little kid snacks in here. Oh, just a few Z-bars. I think just a few, yeah, just a few fruit cups, and then the rest of the stuff, yeah, that's where the chips and everything were. We don't have any of that, so that's all empty. And then one thing of frosting, some flour, sugar, these little Godiva things that I've had forever. They're like single serve packets, and every time I say I'm gonna make them like lava cakes, I never make them. So I've had that forever. And then this, I don't know what this is. I think this is maybe breadcrumbs or something from Every Plate, and then just some more like kids applesauces. But that is it, you guys. This is pretty slim pickings in here. Nothing to really make meals out of besides mac and cheese and that orange marmalade glaze, which now I'm salivating for those pork chops. We're gonna shut this door now, and we're gonna head over to the fridge. All right, you guys, so in my fridge is always going to appear full no matter how empty that things are, because I have the tiniest fridge and I don't feel like there's a lot of room back here. So this is Paul's food that he brought home from work. We have ranch dressing, mayo, pickles, milk, tea, and a bottle of water. Down here we have that Italian sliced bread. I have a few random hot dog rolls, eggs. I don't know why that egg is stuck to that. I hope that didn't break. Breadsticks, I actually need to toss those out. I really need to toss this out. I should take it out right now. This is leftover steak sandwich and a slice of pizza from the other day. This was Daryl's dinner that he put on a plate and never ate, and so we have that, all of our applesauces, and then we have pickles, syrup, and a little bit of sauce that we used to make our own pizzas. I probably should just toss that at this point. I do have some homemade dog food for the dogs there, and then this is the container that I normally have for the kids. So I normally have yogurts and cheese sticks, Danimals, which there's just 2 Danimals left, but I normally have like cheese sticks and all that kind of stuff in there for them. But we are out of all of that stuff. I have I think I still have 2 of these protein yogurts in the freezer, but I have 1 defrosted here and an open jelly. We have some sour cream, Parm cheese, and a few of those butters. That's leftover dinner. This is how my husband puts food away. Can I just tell you that? It's the most obnoxious thing. I cook, he puts dinner away, and he just throws everything in the casserole dish or whatever, and then just shoves it in the fridge. It's the biggest pet peeve. And he works with food, so it's frustrating to me because he would never ever do that at work. Like never ever ever. So I'm a little annoyed. I know he's tired at the end of the night, but that's frustrating to me. And so that was leftover dinner, turkey meatloaf and scallop potatoes, and I ate all the roasted cauliflower. Here's some fruit cups down here, Maya's little hummus and chips, and this is our little drink container. Sorry, the lighting's weird. We have the Capri Suns, a few Danimals, and a few of our homemade juices. It looks like somebody knocked this off the hinges. I have to fix it, but we have some cherry tomatoes, some carrot sticks. Look at my measly little broccoli that's left, some rhubarb, but this I have to do something with this weekend. I'm excited that I'm filming to share with you guys. Lettuce and tomatoes, so that's it for veggies. And then for fruit, we have some pineapple down there still, some grapes, and then some strawberries and blackberries. I have to watch those blackberries. They go bad fast. So that is pretty much it. Kind of low on the produce. We still have some eggs and some bread, half a gallon of milk, but no backups of any of that. I'm pretty sure that's it for our coffee creamer, what you're looking at right there. Oh, I do have this little peppermint one here. And I have the Andes candy K-cup for tomorrow, so that's gonna be yummy. But I'm pretty sure that's it for our creamer. And then condiments are condiments, but that's that. And then for our freezer, I usually have this thing jam-packed with like all of the things that I will prep and make. We have a little bit of ice cream. Look, you guys, still like a Mrs. Debbie's. A Little Debbie's. This is from when we did the thing. We've never bought them again. So like this just goes to show you how much of that kind of stuff we eat. This is like a miscellaneous box of like the things that nobody wants. So there's that, and then the Neapolitan sandwiches that I just bought Maya on our last grocery haul. Maybe I will just look, we can clean the fridge together. Yay. I'll deal with that later. So that's the ice cream that we have. That's what they're working with this and this. So we can do a little ice cream shelf. There we go. Look, we're organizing, and then that makes a nice, good old empty shelf. Oh, this is probably ice cream too. Jake went to Baskin Robbins with his friends. I bet you that's ice cream. And so here's like just a few things that I have that's prepped. So we have some waffles here, some pancakes. I have a few of those biscuit sandwiches left, and then a few of the stuffed Mickey waffles that I stuffed with bacon and cheese like a while ago. So not a whole lot of breakfast. Just a few hot dogs left over. These are the Redskin ones that Jarrell loves that I brought home from New York. And then speaking of things I brought home from New York, these is a shelf full of bagels because I bring them home and I seal them and I stuff them in my suitcase because I love them. And then a croissant chocolate chip bake that I think I made for Easter and froze pieces of that we haven't eaten. There's a few like little egg things down there, extra pieces of like portions of egg stuff that I made for the cookbook, and then I froze little portions of. And we have a few of these Jimmy Dean like breakfast nuggets. Usually I use this freezer for breakfast and dessert, but that's it. We got nothing else. This was really good, by the way. I put it in here to get cold, and now it's frozen, and it's probably going to be gross because it was sparkling. But the white tea pomegranate juice beverage, it's only a couple of calories. I think only 10 calories. Really, really good for you. I should just defrost it now. It's really, really good, but I froze it, so I didn't get to finish it. But all right, that's it for this freezer. Let's go outside. All right, so we're in my garage now, and we do have this refrigerator here that we got from a friend's, like right before the pandemic, which was perfect, or right after. So it was great to have a backup refrigerator when we were storing stuff during those super crucial times. And then this deep freezer I've had forever. We brought this to Texas from South Carolina. My parents bought this for me as a gift, I think when Maya was born. So a good 6 years we've had it. And then this was a gift from Vanessa. She was, I think we traded something for it actually, but she got a bigger freezer and she was just going to get rid of this. And I was like, oh, no. I need another freezer. You wouldn't think I have enough, right? But that's where I normally store all of my meat because I do bulk shopping. So I normally store all of my meat there. But when I tell you, you guys have seen other tours, fridge and freezer tours and stuff before. When I tell you that we have nothing, Hold on, sorry, it saw the white freezer door and it's gonna take a moment to focus. Okay, when I tell you that we have nothing in our freezer, I mean we literally have nothing in our freezer. That's the chicken from Trader Joe's I just bought last week that we're using for Mississippi chicken this week, so that's gonna go. Empty shelf. And then down here, this looks like a lot of stuff, but it's really not. That's all one thing, and it's not something I would, oh, my camera just does not want to focus. Wow, that took a really long time, and I'm gonna stay back here so I don't mess up the whole vibe of the camera, but that's all one thing, and that is prosciutto. So Daryl's job was using prosciutto, and then they only were using it for one specific item, and then they took that item off the menu, and so they had all this prosciutto that they couldn't return, and they asked my husband if he wanted it, and he said, let me call my Italian wife and ask. And I said, a deli block of prosciutto? Yes, please. And so we're gonna have chicken marsala, and we're gonna have all sorts of things, penne vodka, and all the things we use prosciutto for quite often, because it was a deli size whole thing that was sealed, never opened. So we brought it home, we cut it up, and we froze it. So that's prosciutto. I mean, obviously it's still stuff we can turn into meals, but not something we're gonna have every day. So we're gonna sit on that for a while. And I have one little ground pork from every plate that I didn't use, and that is just a few pieces of salmon left over that I picked up for Paul. So that's a completely empty freezer, you guys. Like, we got nothing, no chicken, no beef, nothing to make our meals. And my deep freezer is pretty grim too. Like, usually this is overflowing. We just defrosted everything because we were like, why not? We're down to nothing. So as far as bread, I have the baguettes that I just picked up, the bread that I just picked up from Trader Joe's, a baguette from last time, 2 little things of cinnamon rolls from the Dollar Tree, and tortillas. But I'm gonna pull these because we are having quesadillas tonight, and I forgot to do that. So that's even more empty. Ice pops that I hate to give my kids, but my husband always picks them up when he sees them because it's like a summertime memory for him. So every time he sees them, he picks them up, and he's like, the kids have to have these. And I say, no, they don't have to have these, but he buys them every time. So you can see I leave them out here because I don't give them to the kids very often. This is ravioli from forever ago. I am going to try and pull a meal out of that, but I don't have any sauce. Normally I have a bunch of sauce in here, but I just made lasagna and I used the last of what I had in the freezer. So I would need to make some sauce or buy some sauce to do something with that ravioli. Here's the 3 things I just meal prepped: brownie bites, and the different kinds of cookies, and the little mini muffins. And then this is pizza that I brought home for Paul. I went to his favorite pizza place, and I got him his favorite upside down grandma square pie, whatever. The pizzeria that his best friend owns, this pizzeria, and they're one of the only places on Long Island that do that upside down pizza. So if you guys know, then you know that pizzeria, and his best friend Richie owns it. So every time I go to Long Island, he says, go stop by Richie. So I go, I stop, Richie gives me a pizza, and then I freeze it and I bring it home for Paul. So that is that. Just a few place and bake cookies, 2 more of my protein yogurts that I have frozen waiting to defrost, which I will defrost this week since I'm dieting. Just 1 package of this roast beef, which we're going to use with ham this week because we're going to have Monte Cristos. And then just a few of these little chicken melts that I get from Costco for the kids. And in here is some Danimals. And then we just have some like pepperoni and stuff that we got in bulk that we individually froze for different recipes. And this is kind of sauce, but it's tomato paste. I get those big cans and I divide them and freeze them. I don't need that much paste. I could turn that paste into sauce, but you saw I have little packets from every plate, so I really could use something else if I needed to, but that's what I have in the deep freezer. And then Bruno, go inside. I shut the door, but it's still one of those lever kind of doorknobs, so he was able to open it. Watch. I'll shut it, and then I'll call him. Bruno! Come here, bud! Bruno! You're such a mess. I was like, oh man, he's gonna show me up and he's not gonna come. And you did. You did it, bud. You did it. You did it, bud. All right, let's open the fridge and show them what we got in here. Stinking freaking nothing. So we pretty much have nothing. Oh, we do have one more coffee creamer. Yay, we have the Rice Krispie treat. Okay, so we have some strawberry lemonade and some orange juice. Little minimal, nothing crazy. This is the chicken sausage that I just got from Trader Joe's. We're gonna have this weekend as well. So that's gonna get eaten. This is salsa from Jake's graduation. That should probably get thrown out. This was pizza. Remember I said the other night we used some pizza sauce and made pizza. That was Mason's extras that he never ate, and it was stuffed in here. This is taco shells from the other night that nobody ate, and everybody just throws the leftovers in the fridge. At least those made it into a bag, but I'm pretty sure it's because I did that. And then when we made lasagna the other night, there was extras, and as long as you put it in water, it'll stay for a really long time. I was going to make dessert lasagna and share it with you guys, but it's now been sitting in there for a couple of days. So I'm pretty sure I need to just toss that out. Just a couple of carrot sticks. That's from Every Plate, ones we didn't use. And then peaches that are kind of getting shrivelly. I should toss them. Pretty sure this is from before I left on my trip. Oh yeah, look at those limes. Yeah, this is real life, you guys. I did not clean the fridge before I showed you anything. This is literally what we have to work with, which is stinking nothing. And then the freezer. This freezer looks a little fuller, I promise you. It's really not, but it is what it is. Here is the breaded chicken I just got from Trader Joe's. I'm going to use that for the kids' lunches. I will have a little bit extra, so I might be able to use that like for a meal of some kind, but I have that. And then these are just our veggies. So I have some green beans. This is the corn I just bought. This is the street corn from Trader Joe's, and the rainbow cauliflower from last time that I never used, because I went right before I went to my mom's, and then I didn't really cook that stuff before I left. This is the pizzas I just bought from Trader Joe's that we're going to do for lunches for the kids for school. There's Jake's gnocchi that I just bought that he's going to eat this week. This is the ravioli from last time, but I bought it to have with Vanessa and I still haven't seen her. So we're trying to squeeze out a play date for us to go over our trip itinerary and stuff for next week. So maybe we'll get together and I'll make us some kind of lunch or something and she can come here. And then under here, this is tater tots, 1 eggplant parmesan, and a thing of frozen cheddar cheese. And this is taquitos that Jake wants to eat tomorrow. 2 of those little green onion toasty breads from Trader Joe's. Some fries from Trader Joe's. And then this is the stuff I just bought. The veggie burgers. These are the dumplings I got last time from Trader Joe's. Daryl hasn't had. And then those are the corn dogs also from Trader Joe's. You can tell I shop there, right? And then that's it, you guys. So you can tell I really need to do some bulk shopping. Well, if you guys made it all the way to this point of the video, then you know I have quite the bit of grocery shopping that I will be sharing with you guys on the horizon really soon. Like once everybody gets settled in, everyone has their vehicles back and their schedules set. Like I'm also trying to adjust putting a work schedule into the kids going to school and everything. Like I started this new job over the summertime. And so now I'm adjusting to the kids being in school, having to go to work and still trying to post here and everything. So I've been like, balance is key right now, and once I'm able to get all that stuff done, then I'll be able to make it to the grocery store and get ourselves stocked up and share all of that with you guys. But for now, we're living like grocery haul to grocery haul, meal plan to meal plan. I know a lot of people shop just like that. Some people don't stock up, but I like to be like have the bomb shelter full of stuff in case something happens. And right now I feel like if the world were to shut down tomorrow, I'd be in really big trouble. So stay tuned, you guys. I have tons of grocery content coming for you guys. So if you are new, you better subscribe if you love grocery content, because it is definitely about to come to you guys in full force. But all right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.